EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Orlando Classic. Frank, great golf course and great man behind it.
Oh, it certainly is. Anytime you get a chance to play the King's Golf Course in Arnold Palmer, that is a pleasure. Hosted the Arnold Palmer Invitational for so many years now and always produces a worthy champion.
Arnold Palmer bought it in the 1970s. Through the years, Frank, it wasn't unusual to see Arnold roaming the grounds, hitting golf balls, playing in that regular game. They call it the shootout. He's still pretty competitive.
Oh, he is, that's for sure. Yeah, he'll sneak out there, do a little bit of practice beforehand. He does not like to hand over his $20 note.
It's a tough golf course, Frank, with a really exciting finishing stretch.
There's enough water there to tempt the faintest of hearts, that's for sure, and also steal a dozen or so golf balls.
And it's been the scene of some really incredible moments. I think back to Robert Gomez as a rookie holding out with a 7-iron on the final hole to beat Greg Norman.
Yeah, met everyone in 2014. Of course, Tiger Woods has literally owned this golf course, winning 8 times. And, of course, the last of which was in 2013.
So this is where club selection becomes much more important. Uphill, make sure you have enough stick, and then swing away. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really... It was a rather poor approach shot.
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. And getting ready for the putt. Well, not in contention, but in for par. A lot of great golf early on. Let's get you out to the action at the 5th. Frank, we're early in the second round. What have you seen so far?
I've seen a lot that can be improved on too, but there's enough good there. That's the main thing. You know, the scorecard doesn't always reflect how you're playing, but a little bit of basics out there. Fairways, greens, maybe knock a couple of putts in. All of a sudden that scorecard looks different.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Just in the first cut of rough, not a bad lie. The only issue is he might get a jumper here. Who knows? It is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. Young star makes his birdie. Frank, the par 5-6 looks like an enormous carry over the water. What if you're not one of the bigger hitters?
Well, then you've really got to aim at those two bunkers, right in between them on the right side, Rich. Becomes very much a plotter hole, because even the layup becomes important. This par 5, you've then got to attack it with a wedge.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark. Second shot.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That's a head scratcher. No other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right. Fourth shot wants to get this close. Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. In for par. Frank, the good news as you come to the seventh after that beast of a par 5 is that it's just under 200 yards and there's no water.
Yeah, it's not as long as the second, but it's just as demanding. Very narrow entry into this green. This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
That one is in the bunker. Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
I'll tell you what, Phil the Thrill, Phil Mickelson could not have done it any better. What a bunker shot. Not a gimme, but well within his range. He's made it. Now at the 8th, and Frank, this really is a clever design, fun hole to play.
Very pretty hole. That bunker down the left, just over 300 yards. Ideally, you just work it off that bunker.
How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait, and at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par. Nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. He'll take that one all day long. Very solid, about 15 feet away. Locked in on the read and the speed.
Oh, good roll, good putt.
Final hole now of the front side. It's a 474-yard par 4. And Frank, you've played it before. What works best here?
Well, ideally, a nice little draw off the tee. But the hole's quite weird because the tee shot shapes to the left, and yet the green goes the other way.
To where the hole is cut, just about 190 yards, Frank. In the thick stuff.
Thick, it's brittle out there.
He'll need to be strong with this. Frank, where is that thing?
Well, thank God for small mercies.
That concludes the second round here at this amazing golf course. And Frank, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow.
I certainly am as well. The players have gotten off to a very good start, and they must have a good feel for the course right now and know what they have to do in order to win.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Orlando Classic. Welcome to the King's Palace. This is Rich Lorder alongside Frank Nobilo, set to bring you all the action for EA Sports. Today, we're here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Frank, it's right in the heart of Orlando, Florida. You've played this course before. What do you need to look out for?
Ideally, you've got to hit the ball with a high, soft landing flight, which is not a shot that most amateurs have in their bag. But Florida courses, they differ from a lot of the other courses within North America, and what they lack in change of elevation, they make up in difficulty by the use of water and very firm greens.
It is a par 72 with a tough finishing stretch. Frank, it's a nice walk to make down the fairway when you can see your golf ball right there in the middle.
Rich, there's an old saying, fairway first. There's another example. Hit it in the fairway, and the game becomes very straightforward.
Just a beautiful tee shot. Down, lay down. That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You've hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Here at the 231-yard par 3 second, Frank, pretty good hole.
It certainly is, Rich. The carry on the right side's a little shorter, but if you're going to take it down the left side, you've got to fly that ball at least another 20 yards.
That should be pretty good right there, on the safe side. And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. So getting set for a greenside bunker shot. Frank, when I think of the great bunker players in the history of the sport, I think about Gary Player, Seve Ballesteros, who you knew so well. What did they do that made them so effective on these greenside bunker shots?
They had an attitude for a start that was different. For them, it was, they saw possibilities. And they would imagine the amount of sand. Remember, because this is the only shot in golf where you don't have to hit the ball first. So they would really choose the amount of sand behind the ball, whether that was an inch or two. Aim the club at that and made sure they followed through.
Good putt. Now at the par 4 third, Frank, this is a great golf hole.
It certainly is. Remember, the brain doesn't register don'ts. So aim right, there's a bunker down there. Keep focusing on where you want it to go, not in the other direction. Oh, nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a...
Frank, this is where a golfer's mind is really tested here after hitting one out of bounds.
Well, on the flip side, though, Rich, you know what you've done wrong. So erase it. Time to put a good swing on it.
Now, this will be counted as the 4th shot after going OB on that previous shot. Headed to the right, just a tad. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. And he makes it for a bogey good. .561-yard par 5 fourth. Frank, a chance to make 4 and maybe even an eagle 3.
Yeah, that green's just raised a little bit, so if you had a good drive in there and you're going with a slightly shorter club, big advantage. Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. Going to need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Frank, in golf, as we know, there's short grass and there's long grass. We all want to be in that short grass, but it doesn't always work out that way. So what's the most important element from the shot, from the rough?
You have to be a little bit more conservative first and foremost, because you can't guarantee a perfect strike out of the long grass. So therefore you have to look around the greens, maybe short, to the right, to the left, and realize what's involved. And also just give yourself a slightly bigger target.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
That one was running so hot. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Well, this is going to be an interesting day. The wind is howling, or as they would say in Scotland, just a wee breeze. Well, this is how you build a good round, Frank. You just keep hitting greens. Been a little too much of that, Frank, just sort of ho-hum pars. Fifth hole at Bay Hill. Frank, this is a chance to employ some course management as opposed to maybe brute strength. What do you think?
Yeah, rather soft par 4. No water here, but bunker down the left and bunker down the right. Pinches into that corner. So if you're a little wayward, an iron here is not a bad idea.
They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Moving a little bit to the right. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. Now sitting at 2 under par. Frank, you've been there at so many tournaments around the world. One round to go, a chance to win. What's that feeling like?
Oh, this is the fun part, knowing whether or not your body can handle the situation. You got to push it to the limit. But that's what sport and golf is all about. Trying to do something that you've dreamed of for so long.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Orlando Classic. Welcome to the King's Palace, Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge, Frank, right in the heart of Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, for so long it has been the showcase for Florida golf. Of course, the King's Palace, and it has produced many a great champion over the years.
Frank, the 15th, kind of a fun golf hole if you can curve your ball. Well, that's a huge dogleg to the right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's much easier if you're a right-hander if you cut it down here. If you don't cut it, then make sure you don't run out down that left side.
Frank, Tiger won here 4 times in a row from 2000 to 2003, and in all, he's won it 8 times. Why is his game so well suited to Bay Hill?
Bay Hill just suits somebody that can fly the ball through the air and land it soft, because these greens get very, very firm. And obviously they get slick, so you've got to be a great fast green putter. If you're long, that certainly helps. That sounds like the MO of a certain Tiger Woods.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
What was he thinking there?
I have no earthly idea.
Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
Frank, what's the best way to get at the golf ball when it's sitting down just a bit in the rough?
You have to accept the fact, first and foremost, that you're not going to get clean contact. So you have to decide whether the ball's going to come out short or it's going to fly. Because very rarely will it come out the normal distance of what you hit on the fairway. So if it's a little thin and wispy, chances are it might fly. If it's nestled down, you're going to have to take at least another club.
Settles in over the putt. Frank, nothing really went the player's way this week.
Yeah, if this was motor racing, you'd say it's a case of having 4 flat tires.
The Bay Hill Club and Lodge features a really exciting finishing stretch. 16 is a reachable par 5. You'll see eagles and birdies there coming home. 17, a very difficult par 3 over the water. The bunker is there, takes an excellent shot. And then 18 is all you want. We know that with the water in front, that second shot which comes over the lake. And that's a hold-your-breath moment. It is a great finishing 3-hole stretch at Bay Hill. Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up.
It's that sneaky distance. Finally, something happens that's good.
It's a nice shot right there. Frank, deep into a round, par 3 17th, water, bunkers, long shot. What are you thinking as you're stepping on this tee?
You just take 3 and move to 18.
Frank, I think that's going to the bunker.
Looks like it.
He just missed the bunker. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Pretty good effort right there. Has this to save par. Well, that's disappointing. He misses the par putt, and he'll have this for bogey. Just a couple of feet. So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. Frank, now one of the signature holes here at Bay Hill. It's the 18th, scene of quite a bit of history through the years.
Yeah, if you can hit a tee shot around 300 yards, that's going to give you about 150 in. So that's the goal here. The tee shot, wide fairway, but once again, second shot.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards.
Second shot. This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. Pretty good result right there, considering...
It looked rough all the way,
exactly.
Rich. It really did.
And getting ready for the putt.
That was cruel. That looked like it was certainly going in.
Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts.
Even par, currently. Virtually no error in that putting stroke. Good putt.
Frank, always nice to get in a round here at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge, the house that Arnie built.
Yeah, it's never easy. Water, so much in play here. Greens firm, fast. Great test.
So for all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner for Frank Nobilo. Until next time. EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the PGA Tour season finale. Atlanta, Georgia, and Eastlake Golf Club, so respected by everyone who has ever stepped foot on it. Today we're here for the Tour Championship, the final stop of the FedEx Cup playoffs. This is Rich Lerner along with Frank Novelo to make the call out here today. Time to jump straight into the action out on the course. On to the 7th hole here at East Lake in the Tour Championship. Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon. Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
All right, Frank, break down the approach here at the par 4-7.
High soft landing approach shot is the one. When the flag's on the left, have to take enough club to carry that left edge of that bunker.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. And to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. This can be a cruel game at times. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
So a tester from 4 feet. That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Here's another dogleg to the left at East Lake in the Tour Championship. It's the 405-yard par 4 8th hole, and position is paramount here off the tee. You see those 3 fairway bunkers along the left side. You need to avoid those. You want to be positioned on the right. If you get it down that right side in the fairway, you'll have a good chance to attack the hole location. In the fairway, down there about 290. Getting ready now for the approach here at the par 4 8th. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
It's no snack, though.
Well, Frank, it's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
This would give him the par. And he makes it for par. We mentioned at the start of this Tour Championship, East Lake is a par 70, so just 2 par 5s, and here is the first on the golf course. It's the 9th, 600 yards. There's some water in play. Still, though, a good chance for birdie. Up with the big boys now, Frank.
Well, we saw that previous tee shot go 310. This one's further.
And now the second shot here at this par 5.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Well, that ball nestled down just a bit in that heavy rough. Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Well, Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
And yet another birdie, this time inching into the top 5.
Getting ready to start the back 9 here at Eastlake. We're on the 10th tee here in Atlanta, Georgia, and the finale for the Tour Championship and the FedEx Cup. Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. That one is in the bunker. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Solid play, heart of the green. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Oh, I thought he had that. No. That's not the way you want to start the back 9. Missed putt, bogey, and a drop shot. Just a couple of feet.
It went from bad to worse, and right now, horrible.
What do they say, Frank? Golf spelled backwards is
Flog.
flog. Don't forget, second round coverage coming your way tomorrow here on EA Sports for our entire crew. I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now. EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the PGA Tour season finale.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
That's a head scratcher, no other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. And that's a bogey. Another short par 4 here at the Tour Championship. East Lake Golf Club with a FedEx Cup on the line. The 12th is only 391 yards. What do you make of this hole, Frank?
It's a nice little downhill par 4, Rich, going all the way back down towards East Lake itself. And another positional hole off the tee, leaving just a short iron in, but very deceptive green to read. It's actually fairly flat.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up. Looks like he just misread that. Shouldn't be a problem here. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Here at East Lake in the Tour Championship, and another good par 4. The 13th is 476 yards, and once again a classic Donald Ross green sloping from back to front. And really, that makes positioning so critical. Need to get the ball in play off the tee here, have a chance to put the ball in the right spot, and then maybe you have a go at 3. Frank, here at the 13th, the approach shot, what do you want to accomplish?
Another one where you've got to get the ball up quickly, plus you're going uphill. Probably an extra club, and pitch that ball on the left of center.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. He's hit the green, but his work is by no means finished. A difficult putt coming up from about 25 feet. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Just a bit offline and into the bunker. Well, bunker play is really about technique and feel. The two greatest ever are probably Gary Player and Seve Ballesteros. Seve actually was so good, he was so skilled, that he could open up a 3-iron, that's right, a 3-iron, on a short bunker shot from a green side bunker and splash it to a couple of feet as if he had just used a 60-degree sand wedge. Amazing. Yet again, in the bunker. Frank, what do the great bunker players do?
Well, with short bunker shots like this, Rich, follow through is always a good key, but you've got to pick that spot. It's an inch or two behind the ball, almost like you taking out a divot with the ball in the middle of it.
Needs a good one. This is 6th shot. That will be 4 over par on the scorecard for this hole. Time to pick up and move on. Straightaway par 4 here at East Lake in the Tour Championship, the 14th, 442 yards. The approach now to the 14th hole. Frank, what do you look to do here?
It's the opposite of 13. Now you're going straight downhill, but the green slopes in the other direction, so don't get too cavalier here. You've got to pitch that ball just slightly short of the flag.
Just 5 feet left. Frank, we haven't seen a whole lot of that, but no doubt it feels good. Bad news, that was a poor performance. The good news, they made the cut.
Yeah, we didn't see their best. Hopefully we see their best over the next 2 days. They're more than capable of chewing through a few names up on that leaderboard.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final event of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Tour Championship. That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Not close, but not bad either. That one's about 25 feet away. See if he can get something going here. 2 straight birdies. Pretty good effort right there. And getting ready for the putt. Oh my goodness, he missed it. He missed the bunny. That's like missing a layup in basketball. Frank, it's been that kind of a tournament. Another bogey.
Yeah, it's not exactly a small gap between that player there and the rest of the field. That gap's got to feel like the Grand Canyon right now.
Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola from East Lake Golf Club continuing. We're at the 11th hole. It is the only hole on the golf course under 200 yards. It's a 197-yard par 3.
Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Whoa, that was unexplainable. I thought that was easily going to be a par.
Now I'll have to focus, try to make bogey. Bit unfortunate, loses a shot here with that bogey. Continuing from the Tour Championship at East Lake in Atlanta, Georgia, all the drama of the finale for the FedEx Cup. And this is a chance to make birdie. We're at the downhill par 4 12th. It's only 391 yards. A good, accurate tee shot gives a player a chance to make a three. Well, it is nice to have that one in your bag, to be able to hit it that long.
Yeah, that has to be at least 315 yards.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Bogey here yesterday, chance to better that today. No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
This is a good driving hole. From the championship tee box, players will aim just to the right of those fairway bunkers. A left center fairway position is ideal. Right center workable, but it means dealing with the right greenside bunker on the approach. Like many others here at East Lake, the green is sloped from back to front. That's classic Donald Ross, making ball position on the green critical. How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait, and at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Ooh, nice play right there. That's in pretty close. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. Frank, what's a player feeling knowing they have one more round to go and they could have a chance at making a run and maybe win this thing?
No, it's a great feeling, Rich. At this point, really, it's just about whether you can handle the nerves. You know everybody up there is going to be feeling them.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live final round coverage of the PGA Tour season finale. And here we are, the final stop of the FedEx Cup playoffs. It all comes down to this tournament, the Tour Championship, to help us crown the next FedEx Cup champion. Hello, everyone. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo here at East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta, Georgia. It has been hosting this championship since 2005.
Now, it is time to jump right into the action. Thirteenth hole here at East Lake and the final round of the Tour Championship. And Frank, this is a steak and potatoes par 4, isn't it?
One of the hardest par 4s on the Homewood 9, Rich, protected by 2 bunkers down the left side, really making it a dogleg left. Second shot also is played uphill into a green that has a very, very tight entry.
Good contact, good result. Frank, you and I cover the PGA Tour, and what you hear from the players throughout the course of a season is top 30. You need to be in position to make the top 30 because there are so many benefits that come with getting to East Lake.
Yeah, plus East Lake's become the home of the Tour Championship since 2005. So you put in the luster of the championship itself, put that in with the FedEx Cup, and then the fact that the field's restricted to 30. You realize this is exclusive company.
And you qualify for all the majors the following season, all of the invitationals. You're able to set your schedule, and you have a chance at the richest prize in golf.
Yeah, this is the creme de la creme.
Good thing he stayed in the first cut, because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. And this will be a 5-foot putt here.
Even par currently.
Frank, you know full well this can be a humbling game.
And an embarrassing game.
Final round of the Tour Championship brings us to the 14th hole. It's a 442-yard par 4. And Frank, you could face a challenge here off the tee with sort of a side hill lie. And then when you get to that green as well, another one of those greens sloping back to front. So position, it would appear, is really the key here.
Yeah, it's one of those holes, too. You never feel like you've got the right club in your hand. You try and hit an iron down there, it goes in the rough. You're left with a lengthy second shot. Then you try and hit driver. If that hangs up in the left rough, well, it's no shot coming over that front left bunker. Somehow, you've got to try and find a shot that'll go on the fairway. Be careful, too, of that right side of the green. You'll notice the green angles to the left. So that right side finishes very, very quickly.
Not a huge miss, Frank, but did lose this just a little to the right.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to catch a piece of the green, though. It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back? Rich, you know, after you've already made one mistake in the rough, there's a chance he's going to make another.
Just trying to get it back out into the fairway and not make a big number. Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Is this one for par? In for par. There are just 2 par 5s here at the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. This is the second and last of the 5 pars. The 15th, it is only 525 yards. And if you walk away with par here, you will likely have dropped the shot to the field. This is a chance to make birdie or eagle. Frank, that swing looks lively and strong.
Oh, that had to fly 300. It's close to 310.
This is an all-important approach shot here at the 15th. You want to make birdie, maybe even an eagle. So what's the best way to get that done, Frank?
This is where a utility club really comes in handy. It's easy to hit, gets the ball up quickly, and it's going to guarantee that second shot distance that's required to get to at least the front edge. Well, Mr. Ball does not meet Mr. Fairway. It's off, 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 rough.
He'll need to be strong with this. Frank, not where he wants to be, but not out of the hole here at the par 5.
No, but Rich, to drop a shot here would really set him backwards.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Struggling a bit with the flat stick and the drop shot here at the 15th hole. This is a 23-foot putt. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Players now arriving at the 16th hole, 481-yard par 4, and Frank, the pressure is really starting to mount here in the final round of the Tour Championship.
Oh, you can smell that $10 million right now. You can also see that fairway shrinking. Notice the look of those 4 bunkers down the left. The fairway gets narrower and narrower the further you go down. You can try and fly past them, but this is going to be another one where the tee shot's downhill and the second shot.
So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It's a little bit less than 2 inches. You can see the golf ball. Should be able to get at it, but may not be able to control the spin. We'll see.
Should be safely on deck.
Had a birdie here yesterday in there close. Great opportunity for another one. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Frank, final round of the Tour Championship, just a couple of holes to play, and this is one of those spots where the moment is really so big and the potential for catastrophe with the water left is really so glaring, making this quite a hole.
It's the only hole on the back 9 where the water is just obviously in play. And that becomes the feature all the way down the left side of this magnificent par 4. On the other side of the fairway, there's 3 bunkers in that perfect position should you stray a little to the right. So it requires your best tee shot. And the second shot also requires your best judgment. Reason why? That green just slightly built up and protected by that front bunker.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Frank, that reminds you of maybe what, the greatest bunker player of all time? And getting ready for the putt. That's just a poor putt right there. No other way to say it. And a drop shot, a bogey at 17. Right in the heart. Frank, here we are, the final hole of the final round of the final event of the FedEx Cup season.
Yeah, this is it. They give you a little bit of a reprieve. You wouldn't think you could do too much damage on this. But if you have to make 3 to win, and that's to win everything, there's much easier holes to play than this.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he was thinking on that.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Well, the stats say that is a green hit in regulation, but it's not yet a par on the card. Very tough putt coming up. Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part.
Well, we'll never know if that had gone in, because it never made it.
Clean this up with a tap. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Frank, it was a great setting with great crowds. We saw plenty of very good golf. Your thoughts?
I think the course really extracted some of the golf that we saw. It forced these players to play just some great golf. And it wasn't just like a pitch and a putt golf course. So I think seeing the guys tested, seeing the players tested at this level, it was a treat.